Well, hey, I want to thank our panel again. That was just an amazing way to wrap up EchoExperience 23. And we're going to wrap up now with just kind of some closing reflections of our own and another opportunity for you to share some of your thoughts on EchoExperience 23. And so I want to welcome back, of course, Kathryn, Stewart, and Echo 360 President and CEO Murad Velani.
Thank you, Jeff. Jeff, good day to everyone first. Live from Minneapolis, my hometown. First, I just want to thank all our customers across the world for engaging, contributing, and enriching the second annual EchoExperience 23. Second, a big shout out to our tech partners and thought leaders. You all just heard Joe Pine, Strategic Horizons. You heard Dia Wynn from AWS, and you heard Jesus Gomez. And what a rich, from Google, what a rich conversation around AI. It's wonderful to be part of something that has more questions than answers. And hopefully you got some questions and you got some answers too. So whether in education, in corporate, in government, I believe AI is going to be launching, if not already ignite, a 21st century renaissance for all of us. And you can count and be confident that Echo 360 will certainly be working with and partnering with the world's thought leaders, tech partners, to build out our tech platforms to advance the learning experience. Three, I just want to congratulate our E3 grant winners. At Echo 360, we've had a deep and a rich heritage of equity, engagement, and evidence as a formula, E3. And it's just been inspiring to hear and observe the inspiring leaders who make magic happen every day in the communities, in the classrooms, virtual or otherwise. And each of you are advancing the learning agenda. And we thank you for your passion, your contribution, and your willingness to push those boundaries. I'm really excited about the global debut of Echo Professional Learning with Alison Maloney. You've all had a chance to work with her and hear her. It's a terrific progression of how we are building a global community of educators who are actively collaborating and sharing best practices. And it's all about the business of learning. And while we like to think of ourselves as the business of tech, quite frankly, it's about the business of learning and our educators who will lead this charge. And you know, yesterday you heard some great stories around equity. Sometimes equity comes in with the idea of accessibility as part of that umbrella. And so there's a lot going on there, and we at Echo are deeply committed to that, and obviously engagement. So, you know, you've heard from Parma Chaudhry at the University College of London, Jacqueline Talley doing some amazing things at Gallaudet in Washington, D.C., Dr. Thomas from Howard University, also in D.C., and then Ben Varkis, who I got a chance to meet and listen to last year in Australia from the University of Otago. And a couple of things jumped out with me with Ben, which is so consistent with him. One, he was live at 4 a.m. New Zealand time to be with us. Talk about passionate and committed. And I just love what he pushes the boundaries and envelope on driving the equity of experiences. And of course, here we have in our studio today, Joe Pine, the godfather of the experience economy. So just great to see all these things coming together. And Jeff and Kathryn, I want to thank you for orchestrating, hosting, and choreographing this EchoExperience 23. And really a big shout out to also the folks in the back. We've had Woody and Adam and partners here at 394 Studio that are helping us out, and a ton of other people. We have a big shout out to our CTO, Manoj Rana, who hasn't been in front of the camera, but he's obviously building and engineering some of the best technology platforms for ed tech for us. And so he's been a cool part of this conference for us. That said, hope everyone had a great conference. Kathryn, I'll hand it back to you.
Thank you, Murad. You know, yes to everything you said, yes times 2, times 3, or maybe take it to level 11. It was such a great day today of being externally focused and forward thinking. But you know, my highlights always come back to our customers. Everything from seeing the engagement in yesterday's workshops to hearing their ideas and even their struggles, which from a product perspective are very important to understand how we can solve those struggles. To also, you know, announcing and hearing about our grant winners and some of them that are receiving, you know, the grants they're receiving to advance their work and impact. even the back and forth in today's chat, super engaged and committed to inspiring learning wherever anyone is. And honestly, looking at right now, if you are in and looking at EchoPoll, all of this great stuff, how you would describe EchoExperience 2023 in one word, seeing all the engagement happening in EchoPoll, what you're saying in there. I see people using the emojis like we talked about earlier. It's just awesome and just love all of it. So Jeff, I'm going to turn it over to you.
So this is our last EchoPoll question. You're already in, which is great. So kind of in that one word, how would you describe your EchoExperience? You can see some great words there, even cooler emojis, which are now my new favorite feature of EchoPoll now that I've been introduced to the emoji itself. And so while we keep, let's just kind of keep this up, keep some stuff coming in. Murad, as you look ahead for the future of Echo 360 and kind of the state of inspired learning, what gets you most inspired?
Jeff, for me, I think what gets me really excited about everything we're doing here is hearing from our customers and what they are doing with our technology to create and delivering learning experiences that are helping transform the lives of students and learners. That you've heard stories of all that, and I think that's like super inspiring. We've had a chance to hear some really rich narratives and examples of how educators and instructors are pushing the boundaries. We've talked about some of those: equity, evidence, engagement. Just some phenomenal stories around there, and just the pure raw energy and passion people bring to it. And then of course it's super cool to be in the business of technology and in the business of how learning can change. And the whole AI narrative is exciting and inspiring, and it's becoming part of our everyday conversation. So super excited about that, and that's what keeps us excited at Echo 360 and working with you and Kathryn.
Well, it goes without saying.
That goes without saying. Thank you, Murad. And also, the results are in right now. When you look at what's happening in our word cloud, you can see that the level and the size of important, informative, provocative, thoughtful. I love the fact that it's not just emojis. There's also exclamation points there. There's a lot of capitalization going on there. Eager, engaging, epic. Epic's probably one of my personal favorites. Because in product, that's all we deal with is things that are epic. And anything that comes from our customers, we think is epic. So again, thank you to everyone for participating today. And remember, you can access absolutely everything from EchoExperience 2023, all that content on echo360.com/EchoExperience. Very, informative. Again, I'm sorry I have to pop in and just say it is amazing how many people are responding. But see you all next year for our EchoExperience 2024. That's it, guys.
Right.
See ya.
Bye.